What's going on? It's Javan Johnson here. You're watching episode number 93 of About 10 Minutes. How you feeling? How you doing? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for another real life stories moment. And so today I want to talk about something that some people may not know about me. I was actually involved in a stage play called Her Story. And the first showing of it was actually in 2008. And my role with the production was a behind-the-scenes type of role. Her Story is a play that was written by a friend of mine named DeAndrea Cunningham. She's since gotten married, and so she's DeAndrea Bolden now. But if you knew her back then, when that play came out, it was DeAndrea Cunningham. She also wrote a book under the name DeAndrea Cunningham. And basically my role was to help produce the play. So basically to bring it from, a script to a live production. So I helped recruit people to play different roles. I also was involved with the music. I did some writing in that regard. I also played a small speaking role in the play, but I wasn't seen. The character was an unseen role. It was like a voice. So it was a voice that you heard, but you didn't actually see the character. So I had a small role, but by and large, I was doing behind the scenes type of things. And let me tell you, it's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes with a production, with a stage production. Because it's one thing when you're working with an album or something like that, but once you're doing like a live stage play, it's a totally different type of thing. It's different. It's like it's more moving parts involved. It's more moving parts involved. It's kind of more like doing a concert. But you got different actors playing different things, and so it's like a team type of unit. DeAndrea would come and work with the cast and whatnot, and so it was a lot of work that was put into it. And so anyhow, let's fast forward to the actual day of the play. And that day it was a lot of snow. I mean, a lot of snow. So it's a situation where it's like, man, all this snow, we got to play today. Now mind you, DeAndrea was on a different side of the stage. She was kind of thinking like, maybe we should cancel type of thing, I made up my mind like, we are not canceling. We're not canceling. And so you got to know me. I'm a very determined type of person. You know what I mean? And so I was kind of just like, we on our way, type of thing. Like, we on our way. Y'all can do what you got to do. We on our way type of thing. You know what I'm saying? DeAndrea had got a chance to meet one of my uncles. So she had a way to get in contact with him. So she contacted one of my uncles, I guess, was telling him about me, like saying it was mutiny what I was doing. Like the fact that she used the word mutiny still is like funny to me. Because quite frankly, I probably had some thoughts go through my mind too, like some doubtful thoughts like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work out, the weather. But like the cast, they seemed like they was on board, it seemed like we ready to go type of thing. And so normally on a normal day it would have been about an hour and a half trip, but I was driving super slow. I was taking my time. It was like all kinds of snow on the roads. And it was just one of the things where it's like, I'm just gonna take my time. We had time. And so I took my time, we got down there, like we made it down there safely. Praise the Lord for that. We ended up getting an opportunity to do a radio visit where we had members of the cast in the radio station. And so that was cool. We got a chance to promote it even that day and whatnot. And I'm trying to remember what order it happened in. And then we had some time before we actually went to the venue where we went to another location, a church, and then we got a chance to kind of unwind and eat and do that kind of stuff. So it was some good times, it was some good times. It's like one of the things about that, if anybody's ever been on a team before, like a track team, some type of team, sometimes like trips and stuff, that can help bring the team together. That can help bring the team together. You can learn things about each other. And so anyhow, we eventually got to the place of the venue, where it was going to be at, and then we ended up getting started. Now the thing about it was, people still came out. Now it wasn't a packed house by any means, it still was like, it still was some empty seats. Don't get me wrong, but it still was people who came out. It was some people who came from a distance too. And kind of give you like a little premise of the play. The play was basically about a female who was going through some things in her life. She was really going through some things, and so it was like a drama type of play. And the play had a Christian theme as well. I mean, they grew as far as even cultivating their talents and things of that nature. The person who played the lead role, she really tapped into that character. And she played the character very well. Even with that, just even looking back at it, she may not even known that she could really go and take it to the level that she took it to. That first showing was in December of 2008. It was a fun experience, and who knows, maybe one of these days I'll get involved with another play. So I want to thank you for watching episode number 93 of About 10 Minutes. Have a blessed week.